So we're live.
So forgive the bloops.
It's a part of it.
Get it all out. Get it all out.
You know what I mean? This is the pilot episode, and you've got myself, Six, and to my left we've got Mudi. Introduce yourself.
Actually, my name is Mudi from now on.
Mudi.
Yeah. You've been calling me Mudi for too long.
Okay.
My whole entire
So
life.
I'm not allowed to say. I'm not allowed to say Mudi.
What does the Mudi mean?
It means stand firm.
Stand firm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still working on that.
Mr.
Anyway,
Stand Firm.
Mr. Stand firm to my
Mr.
left.
Stand Firm.
To my right, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I go by Tris. Just call me Tris, man. Yeah, that's it, man. That's me, Tris.
That's it. Nice and simple.
Yeah, we don't need to go any further than that.
Cool.
Remember, it's Tris on this.
That's it. So now you got the names. We're going to get into the topic. This is episode 1. And today what we're going to be speaking about is community leaders. Yeah? I've actually been hearing community leaders, leadership, and talks of that type of notion for a while on social media. And people have a lot to say on that topic, right?
Yeah.
Who's actually forefront? Who's actually making a difference within our community? So I thought it's something that we should speak about.
Yeah.
You know, we're all people who have, whether it's not younger siblings, younger cousins, people who look up to us in different ways. So how do you think we as black men can help the community?
I mean, it goes without saying, get involved in it. But how, right? I guess for me, my truth is just to try and make sure it's something that I can maintain. So having a good hobby that has a good enough level of social activity.
Right.
And then that's kind of like a way for me to reach out to the community. Or if I take someone on board who I see as my younger brother, I got some activity I can bring them to, you know?
Yeah.
Something wholesome. It's not just like, I'm just going to go out to the club. Because,
Yeah.
you know, one, he's probably underage.
All right, so you
a bad way
you
to
mentioned
go about
social activity. Can you be a bit more specific?
I say for me, like, I do skating. I skate a lot. So throwing them into that kind of environment where it's separate from the normal world of like going to work and social events. This is just skating where you're learning how to like master something, right? And you're also learning it amongst other people in the community that can also inject their own energy into the training of this young man in terms of, I don't know, how he socializes with other people and deals with, you know, wider social implications, and at the same time develop himself. It's something that's fun. I think fun is a big element to helping the community to learn and understand and move forward.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I've actually like thought about this. I work in Peckham, yeah. So I work in Peckham. It's very community based. All right. So I've always seen the youngsters and the juniors come into the gym and they want to train, yeah. And when they're in the gym, you can see how happy these kids are. So I've always thought I want to open my own space to bring these kids off the street where they can have a fine night, where they can, you know, find a sport or work on themselves or come into a community. Because when you're in the gym, it's community based, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so I've always thought if I could get my own space and take these kids in and make them like find a hobby of theirs, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it would be quite effective.
Okay.
So that's actually something that I thought about and I'm working towards. So I feel like that might help influence these kids.
100%.
You know?
And I love both of the visions, you know, the aspect of having your own gym and the aspect of, you know, social activity. Would you say, based on your answers that you both have given, would you say you're not seeing enough of that? Would you say you're not seeing enough of independent gyms? Would you say you're not seeing enough of social activities? Because you guys have mentioned that. Would you say there's a lack of
Is
that
there any
already?
youth clubs anymore? Let's ask that question.
That's a question I had.
Obviously, I'm not a youngster now.
Very true. It's
I'm not a youngster and I'm not looking to see if there is youth clubs.
Yeah.
However, the conversation that I'm hearing with the kids, I don't hear that. Did you go youth club today? And Did you lot play table tennis? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no conversation. Huh? So just relay D6, what he's just said. Relay that. Yeah, so relay what he's just said.
I think Mudi's can do that.
Oh, okay. I'm the relayer. I had a very wild day today. So the answer to your question just got from my man Ren. So, bro, did I say your name right? Ren? No.
Jess.
Jess, sorry. My man just said because it brings down the real estate price, right? The property value goes down in the area.
That's why they're not building or doing any youth clubs anymore.
So just a question about that. So what did the middle class people do then with their kids? Just go on holidays and
take them out.
That's a good point.
You know,
they take them out.
Right?
They're outside.
Schooling.
They're doing something.
They're outside.
They're doing something.
Definitely outside.
They're doing something. But
so, you know, maybe we also need to move away from, you know, the nostalgia of having a play center.
But it doesn't have to be a play center. That's not what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a play center.
You've got to come with something new.
It's a place where there's a community based. Because if you create a community, it's going to lessen chance of that person versus that person. Do you see what I'm saying? You lot all come together. I see you every day in youth club or a space, It lessens the chance of, you know, you over there is versus me.
Okay.
Because I know you, I see you all the time.
I hear that.
Do you not? No, I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm not going to say it's going to work.
You can go to the back. Come on,
it's not going to work.
There was times you can go to the youth club and it could be a bit techie.
What's that?
You could go to the youth club and it could be a bit techie.
No, the youth club was because
it's ends, it's local, so
it was whatever you made of it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna act like the youth club was a safe haven.
Did it not make people know?
Support it as a good option.
Did it not make people know who that person is? So it lessens the chance of any activity happening. It's because you have that association. Okay. We both go to the same youth club. Yeah, I see you there all the time.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
Now we leave youth club. I need to trouble you.
Yeah.
Do I need to trouble you?
Yeah.
It can happen. I'm not saying this is the solution.
But I hear what you're saying.
No, but
I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying.
How do we involve that solution? Because it is not the solution anymore because economically it does not make sense. And that's something that we fail to realize.
Well, I was watching a podcast the other day and they were talking about volunteering.
Okay.
We should be volunteering. There should be people who's in a certain position should be coming out once a month to do something for the community. There should be volunteering. And they said that, and it was just off the whim, I reckon. Okay. And
when they say volunteering, like volunteering with children, doing something
volunteering for the community.
Okay.
So we talk about it, but does anything happen?
So where has this been done and it's been proven successful? Sorry, I'm going to be bad.
Well, in terms of this volunteering?
Because it sounds nice. It sounds lovely.
Honestly. Say that again.
Where has this been done, within a community setting, and it's been proven successful for that community? That's something we need to look into.
I have seen it happen, not in London. That this is going back home, Ghana, etc. I have seen like a lot of that, but obviously in relation to the topic of what we're speaking about, no, I don't see that within my own community.
Okay, no, but that's cool. How did it work in Ghana?
So there could be a school that might need certain tools and equipment, and there could be a small charity, and they will basically supply that need back home.
Okay. Okay.
And I've basically seen that, but they're not essentially getting paid. Obviously, they're going to accept donations, but they're not getting anything monetary.
All right, so
they are volunteering.
People are volunteering over back home in Ghana to be part of this organization and help. And then there's a charity that operates over here where obviously money can come in, right?
No, what I'm saying is there's many independent charities. So what I'm saying is I've seen people within my own network of people who've just been like, oh, I want to just do something. They've set up something and they've run back and they've gathered a few. I want to do something. So I'm not speaking about like people that are like massive and have a big name, but people who have tried and who have done it for quite a few times. Like, for example, there's a model called Eva. young girl, and she's got her own foundation, and she supplies certain tools and equipments back to a school.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm assuming she's not doing it to get paid. This is volunteering. But obviously, besides the point. But I'm just saying these things are happening in a different part of the world.
Why are you looking at me like that for?
I'm just saying.
I'm trying
it's
to
happening in a different part of the world. But
do you know, I've become a realist in the last 2 years, or since COVID.
Become a realist.
Yeah, if it doesn't make money, it really doesn't make sense. And I'm not talking about big money or whatever. It just needs to economically make sense, because like all of this kind of still boils down to the fact that we're black and disenfranchised, and I'm trying not to say anything that's gonna trigger off in the right. Certain other people get away with murder, right? And if we try to do the same thing, it doesn't work out. And then I sit there and I meditate on that, and I'm like, it's because they got money. Simple as. It makes economical sense. We just can't see the paper trail. And when it comes to our ideas, fine, cool, let's do that, but make it make sense. Is what I'm trying to say. Else it won't last. They'll just come and remove the rug underneath you, and what are you gonna do? That's it will become another.
I hear what you're saying,
idea.
but you kind of lost me. You kind of lost me because,
as in, how can we bring that model over here into our communities here in London, where we want to help people, right? In a way that it will last and it will grow and it will evolve. And maybe we're probably already doing that already, because we have seen in the last 5-10 years a lot more black people rise, or and that has come about from the play centers back in the day, right? Is there something else that's happening now already? I don't know. Is it still a problem? I'm not too sure if it still is. Is it still a problem? Do our community have nowhere for our kids to go?
That one I'm not sure. I've got to ponder on that one. But Tristan, I got a question for you. Would you say in this day and age, young ones need a mentor? Would you say it's a need?
We need some guidance.
Okay.
So, which is basically a mentor, right?
Do you want to expand on that a bit?
What on
that why?
Why we need a mentor? Yeah.
Why do you feel?
Yes. People's experience can help build you. Do you see what I'm saying? So I feel like the young ones need to have an air and for someone to express what they've been through of their experiences. You know what? It's hard for me to relay because I'm the eldest child.
Okay.
So I've always had to take lead. So for me, it was always I got to set an example. My throat. I got to set an example for my younger siblings. And as I've grown up, they want to be just like me, So it shows that what you're doing, they follow. Do you see what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like someone being there for them to look up to, which again is a mentor. I think you can take that into all different angles as being a mentor. But yeah, I think it's a big value to have that.
Yeah, facts. I think you've mentioned a good point, because whether it's directly or indirectly, we are mentors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whether we want that responsibility or not, you just have to just run with it.
I didn't sign up to be the oldest.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't sign up for that. It just happened. Do you see what I'm saying?
And I think it kind of goes back to almost like the music industry, when people kind of look at certain public figures or certain celebrities in the music industry and they get a certain bad stigma because they're looked at this hero. You should be setting the example. You should be doing such and such. But in actual fact, did they sign up for that, or did they just sign up to do music? I don't know.
Are you an upcoming artist? Are you trying?
I'm not.
trying to set the defense.
Shout out. The Six has got new music on the way. You know.
Come out with the wildest and be like, remember what I told you, bro?
No, I'm keeping it a stat. Listen. I listen to Sexy Red. Yeah, don't judge me. Yeah?
Sexy Red.
Hold on.
I don't even know a tune. I don't know no tunes.
Hold on. I'm just saying.
Can we play a tune?
We ain't gonna do that.
No, play a tune. Let me hear it. Yeah, play a tune. Play a tune. Yeah.
Ain't there some copyright issues?
No, but can you cut it? You can cut it, right?
Ain't there copyright issues?
You can cut it.
We can mess up. We get creative.
I can cut it though, innit? Yeah. I just want to hear it, but you can just cut it.
Yeah. What's the signal for when I need my cup topping up?
Just go.
So, to get back to what we were speaking about in terms of Sexy Red, right now we're actually just going to play her song with Drake. It's called Rich Baby Daddy.
Oh no.
All right.
Is this the one
The
where
beat just dropped. That's all that dropped was the beat.
Listen.
or something like that?
I'm not sure. It could be. Listen, I'm not an advocate for Sexy Red. I'm simply here to make a point.
Go on.
The point is,
Go on.
you guys both know if you heard her in the club, you're going to dance to it. That's the point I'm trying to make. Don't be screwing up your face now.
Yeah.
Bro, how am I
Yeah, I would.
You're going to dance to it.
How
So
am I gonna dance to that?
cool.
How am I gonna
In a
dance
certain
to
setting, there's a certain vibe where that type of music is a bit more appreciated. I'm not saying I'm going to be listening to that type of music in my own time. She has a bad stigma where she's extremely vocal about things that she gets up to, right? Some people see this as, hey, where are we at in hip hop? Where she was recently on BET saying that she was a hoe.
Bro, didn't she just have a sex tape released or something?
Oh, is that
I'm
how
sure she did.
Yeah,
Bro, I swear on Twitter, I see her doing a madness.
she said
I don't even have Twitter, but I've still come across it.
Sexy Red?
apparently
So she's
weren't
sexy
released on
at the very
purpose.
least.
It weren't released on
So
purpose.
you haven't seen her?
No, she's sexy. I don't need to see her. I just want to know. Like, that's part
Is she
of herself.
sexy?
Are you asking for
Subjective.
confirmation?
That's
I'm asking
subjective.
just general. It's the general consensus that she is sexy and within her
That's
rights to it.
subjective.
Well,
We can't say.
Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder.
Yeah, so you could think
what-
she's
that's
sexy.
Just
what
call it
I
what
was
it is. I get it. I get
I
all
can't
of
really
that.
answer that question.
We'll leave that to you.
We got different flavors, man.
You know what I mean? But shout out to Sexy Red though. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't know where that American accent came from.
What is the question though? Yeah, because I just felt I felt like it was like we're judging her. I'm just like, look, if she's sexy, she's sexy. Look, let's not judge her. But
No,
what is
no,
it
I'm
got
not
to do
judging.
with what we're talking about in terms of?
Yeah, go on. He's
community
going
or
back to him.
mentorship?
No. Okay, so the point I was actually trying to make is a lot of people speak about Sexy Red. So people are saying, is she a good representation for the younger generation for them to see that
Okay.
in terms of,
I see where you're going.
she's a public figure, she's going on BET, she's calling herself a hoe. My young child, daughter, cousin, niece could see that. Is that a good example? So this is what people are speaking about.
Listen,
I ain't
D6,
saying me, I'm
Mudi,
just saying.
D6 Mudi. Listen,
Yeah.
me and D6 ain't got kids.
Yeah.
You got kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is an easy question. No, this is an easy question for
You
me.
got kids.
Yeah,
Right?
this is an easy question for me because like earlier on when I had my son, like it was scary. So I decided that I'm gonna be very vulnerable and just accept whatever happens and not worry about that. And as you were speaking, I was thinking, you know what, we have to give the youth, credit. The fact that they're still around and you might have examples of wildness going on, but they're even making money from it. They're really doing their best in terms of the actual outcomes of what they produce, even though what they consume or what they produce is sometimes questionable, right?
Are you saying we should give them leniency? Is this what you're saying?
It's not even that. You have no choice.
Well,
It boils down to that bottom dollar, bro.
well, music is a form of expression, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what we can't take away from the art. Yeah, it's an expression. That's music.
But sorry to cut you.
Go on.
So I just want to go back. Check this, yeah. There's so many other options out there. Like we get wound up about one artist doing the most, yeah, but that's just one artist in one genre at one moment in time. And in that same moment in time, there's loads of other tracks and creativity going on that we can get our
But
children.
they do push that stuff in your face.
Pardon?
It is pushed in your face way
off.
more.
Switch it off.
It is.
I've trained my son,
When they go to school, they are listening to it as well.
I'm so proud of my son, yeah.
They're listening to it at
People
school.
like, I want to watch Baby Shark. So I let him watch Baby Shark. 5 minutes into it, if I've changed my mind, I'd be like, close the laptop. And he slaps it down. And he gives me a high five. Like, you just got, they're intelligent too, you know, these youths. It's like, they get it. You know, like we know, for example, from alcohol, we drink too much, we're gone. You know what I'm saying? We restrain ourselves.
Accountability, that's what that is.
Not necessarily stop it, but we can restrain ourselves. We need to teach them that kind of things, is what I'm saying.
But it looks like
Rather
it's
than
not
yes or
happening
no,
though.
Just understand.
It looks like it's not happening.
It's happening, but it's not necessarily televised.
That's true. That's true.
And I think you want to see more of that, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we need to see more successfulness, more greatness, more cuteness online. Do you see what I'm saying? More, you know,
feel that.
But do you know what?
not negative and negative and negative.
But do you know what I've noticed? In terms of people we can aspire to look to, in terms of social media, a lot of it is based on the entertainment industry. So if somebody's really successful in IT or a different space, you don't necessarily look that cool on social media.
True.
Do you?
That's why
So
they
there's
tell me my name's Mudi and that's it.
Do you know what I mean? My question is, how do we make a doctor look cool? How do we make a guy in tech look cool?
They can do it. They can.
How do we make that look cool? That's actually...
I know how
Wait,
you
hold on, wait, hold on, hold on.
Do you know
hold
what?
on,
I
hold
actually
on.
do know how you
No,
make
hold
that
on, hold on,
cool,
hold on.
yeah.
There was a dentist and he used to rap about his teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
gimmick.
do you see what? No, but it's still, it's still beautiful.
He's onto something. He's onto something.
It's still beautiful though. Do you see what I'm saying? It's still beautiful. He's rapping about your teeth. Go and brush your teeth in the. Do you see what I'm saying? He was rapping about teeth.
I know that.
That's gonna influence your kid to go to the bathroom every morning and night and brush their teeth.
But would
That
it
gives you less hassle in life?
Would it influence the child to want to be a dentist?
Could do. You can't take that away from
I'm
them.
not going to take that away. It's a question.
They could keep seeing that and be like, I want to be like him.
It's simply a question.
I want to be like him.
You want to influence a child to be a dentist. You tell him like, what else is gonna make you money. That's still what I'm saying. That's what my mom told me. I wanted to be an artist, and then she's like, I see no rich black artist, and that was a big fat lie. I just didn't know at the time.
Black artist.
Yeah, rich black. That's a rich black.
No, rich black artist. No. I was just catching you. I was catching you.
Anyway, yeah. So that shook me out of my dreams. So shout out to parents, don't do that. And yeah, I don't know.
I guess another caveat to that is it about the money or is it necessarily the exposure, the fame? Like, because the jobs that I've mentioned outside of the entertainment industry, essentially, you can get your money peacefully. No one sees your post. You don't have to post. You don't require using social media.
How much money are you getting
That's
outside that
subjective.
entertainment?
That's subjective.
They're still not going to earn the same as an entertainer.
Are you sure?
Whoa.
Entertainers aren't the richest things in the world.
Whoa. Are you sure?
But are we going to sit there and teach our kids to be a train driver?
Well, yeah, if that's what they want
All
to
right,
do.
cool. Wait. No, because answering his question.
Go on.
So a train driver, what they earning about 60K a year, 60 to 80K a year. I think they're
Roughly,
crying. I think they're crying for 80K. I think that's what they want. That's why they're striking every 5 minutes. But
pissing me off.
yeah, them
But we
delays.
need them. We need them.
you're
man.
paying, but you're
I
pissing me
appreciate
off.
y'all.
Yeah, but they want that
I
money.
mean, shout out to
though.
Dougie. You know what I'm saying?
But cool. You're gonna say to your kid, all right? You're gonna say to your child, be a train driver.
Yeah.
But then they're seeing Drake in his $1 billion mansion. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which one's gonna influence you a bit more?
But before,
So that goes to answer your question: are we chasing the fame or the money? Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's how I'm looking at things.
Shout out to the real person behind Drake. He's a real human. Drake.
Hey, no, you can't say that.
You need to teach, and Drake, the real human being behind Drake, will agree to this. You need to teach your kids self-worth. Like, I get it. Train driver might not be as sexy as being a celebrity like Drake or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
But are you really happy? You know, have you got that laid down? And what's your passion? Is your passion to be rapping? If it is, then fine, go do that. But maybe your passion is trains because, your parents played with you with train sets and you want to be the best train driver. That's never going to earn you money, but it's your happiness, right? Yeah. Get to know yourself is the number one thing. What I would say
is I'm not going to deviate on that Drake thing, but we're going to let that slide.
Sorry, Drake. Sue me.
Yeah, shout out to Drake.
My podcast great.
No.
Shout out to Drake, man. I have with Drake.
Drake don't know me. Drake for me is the artist. That's my favorite artist. You get me? So Drake's my favorite artist.
I can't even do that. That's why
I can't even entertain that.
Yeah, I can't.
So you get hung up on my comment. That's just my opinion.
No, but that's fine. That's fine.
It was the analogy. It wasn't. I didn't want to focus on the analogy.
Directed
yeah, that's what I mean.
That's fine.
It's like these images, these idols, is what they are. Yeah. You need to teach your child to be able to say that to themselves, to be able to say no. It's okay. When I'm in a club, Drake's dope or whoever's the latest is dope. Yeah, I'm not denying that. That's not what I'm saying is saying. Yeah, what I'm saying is that when it comes to you, you're alone in your room, things ain't going well, and you're trying to figure out just the next step in your decision in life. Yeah, you don't need none of this.
But this is what I'm saying. How do you tell a youngster to not fight, to not want to be seen? I'm not saying that it's a fight, but right now we have social currency, and to be seen is value. So you're gonna tell that youngster, yo, don't worry about that rapper, yeah.
I think it's very simple, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I think it's very simple.
That's why I put it on money and the fame. And I feel like they need to just stop looking at the fame and focus on getting money quietly.
The reason why I went quiet is that you can't really tell people what to do.
We can't tell kids
Bro,
we've
grown up, right?
We can't.
Can I tell you what to do? Have I ever told you what to do? You've surprised me, bro. Many times.
No, all we can do is advise.
And I'm just like, it's cool.
All we can do is advise, though. We can advise.
Right.
We can't take anything away from that.
Right.
We can advise, to the best of our ability. Mm-hmm. But everyone's going to still make their own decision. You can't stop that. That is beans for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you're going to do it. You're going to do it.
I
told you not to go with that girl yesterday.
Yeah,
and you still went. And you still went with the girl.
Crack jokes about it. Do you know what times? Yeah, I've had guys. Yeah,
do you know what I'm
I've
saying?
made mistakes with girls. Yeah, and my guys will be like having this talk with me about, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I feel you. Blah blah. blah. And then guess what happens? They go and make the same mistake. And then do you know what I do? I'll be like,
what are you laughing for?
The tables have turned. Bro, you know I'm on your side, bro. I'm just letting you know. Remember that conversation we had? Because I don't want to be around people who are just like caught up in the moment. I want to be around people who can see it for what it is. Yeah? You know better. So do better. And the same thing with the youths is that just teaching them to get to know something and do the right thing by it and not be jaded by, what people project. Because I'm telling you, perception counts for everything, in this life that we live, But you have to understand that perception is easily an illusion. So you need to dig deeper and be able to close your eyes and be able to live your life, without your eyes, literally. And I know this is very high level talk.
Very high level talk.
Very high level talk. But once you can do that and you then can enter into the entertainment industry, in my opinion, or any industry and see it how you see it and make it work for you. Yeah, because you're not like the rest, just distracted and following the flow, You know how to move in the way that you need to move to be successful. Do my best.
The point I'm trying to make is when you was younger, I'm sure you was listening to certain music and I'm sure your parents had an opinion about the type of music you was listening to.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they was pretty vocal about how they felt about the music you was listening to. At that point, did you feel as if they really had your best interest at heart? Or did you feel like they were just like turn down the racket X, Y, Z? Because you're obviously giving your points as in how you're going to try and raise your child, etc., with the points and the wisdom bestowed upon you. But I'm just saying, but when it was you...
You know what? So, I mean,
how did you
let's put some context to it. Like, I'm from a Nigerian household.
Cool.
With a slight little twist. But we'll go into that another time maybe. And yeah, I got beats to be corrected. But I don't think I ever got beat for playing bad music. It was more just turn it off. And I don't recall my mum ever getting involved in what kind of music I listen to. It's just like the obvious. Like if I'm playing a track that says nigger and bitch is too much, you just wouldn't play that in front of your African parents, right? And then everything's calm, you know? She don't really know the parties I went out to, you know? I just keep that pattern separated. You know what I'm saying? Go church, go party, 2 separate things going on here. And then it's calm.
Church, then party?
And you know what?
So what's the message in this?
The message is my parents let me get on with what I need to get on with as long as I did not, you know, go crazy, right?
No, I hear you.
Because I think they got it that I'm a kid. Like back in the day, I think there was pressure in that kind of lifestyle of being seen as like living 2 lives, yeah? And in those times I felt, I was probably living 2 lives or, you know, just living 1 life but just happened to be in a party right now. You know what I'm saying? But I now genuinely think that's what it was, because when you're a kid, you are trying to find yourself. And gone are the days where everyone follows a strict path because of their creed or where they come from or their religion. We're now living in times where it's more sooner that you are allowed the liberty to be whatever you want to be. That's the way I look at it.
So they must just go and find. Just live and find.
I say this openly.
Live and find, kids.
I'm looking for the day to kick my son off a
cliff.
Go
out there, live and find.
Kick him off a cliff.
Just tread carefully.
You go kick no one off out
there. Come back with some battle scars. Just come back alive, please.
Just be careful what you take in.
Call me.
Yeah. That's the main
Is there any last points we want to say on community leaders before we move on?
We didn't really touch on that.
We didn't touch on that?
Well done to those who are community leaders.
Okay, should we touch on that then?
Yeah.
A bit more?
I will name drop a guy that I watch on Instagram, and he always comes up with solutions and he speaks quite well. Vic Santoro.
Okay.
Vic Santoro. So he will pop up now and again on Insta, and he will just speak about, you know, if you got someone on the street that's trying to pull you in, listen, he's 40 years old, he's a bummy you, and he's trying to draw you in, right? Don't look up to that. That's dead food. You see what I'm saying? That's dead food. Don't look up to that. Man, them on the ends who's 40 plus trying to say, yeah, come and do this for me, and you get me?
Yeah.
So he would come on the internet and he would jump on the internet and he would just talk about little topics for the community. So I'd give Vic Santoro, that's who I could actually come across. And I think he's from Lucian Borough.
Yeah. Shout out to Vic.
Can we also like just clarify what is the community we're talking about?
I had London in mind, in particular South. Shout out. In mind when I was speaking about our community, you know, where we all live quite close to each other, so the same thing that's going to affect you is going to affect me. Well, we're going to hear about the same issues. You know, when we heard about the riots, it weren't too far from where we lived, etc. So this is what I mean about the community.
So that explains to me why you brought in the aspect of how we look up to celebrities, right?
Yes.
Well, what confused me was that you were talking about people who are in a different discipline, like, you know, a dentist or whatever.
Okay.
But it makes sense now.
Yeah. Did you see where I was going with it now?
Because so my question to you guys is how can we decouple the community from the entertainment industry? Because it sounds like that's a problem, that they just we're hyper focused on that's the kind of person we want to be like. Ain't nothing wrong with being like that. I don't want to get back to that discussion. There's nothing wrong being in the entertainment industry. But if we're saying it's a problem that's all we see the world and how it works, how do we widen their perspective? Is what I think.
And it's what we're taking in. You know, go on your phone right now. What pops up? Could be a girl ass that's shaking her ass. Could be a guy robbing a man. Could be someone at a Ring doorbell doing a madness. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You just go onto your phone. Right now, as we speak in this moment, we can pop on my phone and Palestine's and all of that
sensitive
that's happening right now. You can go on your phone and see, you know, bombs going off. What's that doing to your brain? That's what you got to think about. So if your child is on that now, They're open to this. Whereas before, us as youngsters didn't have access to this. And that's where I was going to when I was talking about like TikTok and when it pops up on your phone, are we seeing a guy singing a dentist song? You know what I'm saying? Are we seeing a man dressed up in a fire brigade outfit, you know, showing how to take down a fire? You're not seeing that. What's going to pop up on your phone? Someone getting stabbed, 3 men outside. You know what I'm saying? That pops up on my phone. That's there. So if it's popping up on mine, what is it popping up on your kids?
You know, I hate that, but it's like I hate the way.
So it desensitizes
Hold
all
on,
of that.
I basically want to say something.
We get desensitized
I'm just
from
getting
that.
too passionate.
I feel we can speak about the topic, but I feel like we've got to provide some practical solutions. I know with the iPhone, you can do things where you can monitor the time spent on social media, where you can even limit certain things in terms of usage. So I just think in terms of not even just the young generation, but each and everyone has that onus on themselves to just monitor how you're using something. You know when you're getting in too much and you're like,
it's
hold
not
on,
for us
I might need
adults.
to.
It's not for us adults. It's for the kids.
You know, no,
But
I disagree.
but
'Cause
this
Well,
is-
if you're
wanna be a
35
leader,
and your influence
if
from man
you
busting
want-
gun, then that's
wanna
down
be-
to you, bro.
if-
That's down to you, bro.
I feel like,
you got
well,
lead by example.
exactly.
So we need
Exactly.
to. So we need to. But we're not
I
showing
check
our kids.
myself.
What did you
I
say?
check
But we're
myself.
not. But we're not showing. We're not showing
What
our.
did my man say? All your siblings look up to you.
But I'm not sitting there showing them that to my brothers, though.
I know you're not, but I'm
Do you
just
see
we're
what
talking
I'm
in a wider
saying?
general. The same.
I'm not
principle
showing
attack.
them that. That's me taking that in. But I can take that because I'm grown. My mind's more developed than theirs is. When they're at a certain age, whatever they see, they take in. And I'm telling you this because literally seeing my family members, get me, they see what I'm doing, they take that in. I play game. I play Xbox. I'll slap you man up at Call of Duty.
I don't play.
I'll slap you man up at Call of Duty.
I'm Mario Kart. Can you play Mario Kart?
Yeah, of course. That's old school.
Can you play chess?
Or you
Can you
guys
play
say-
chess?
Can you play chess?
I actually can't play chess.
Obviously,
Yeah, chess.
I'm not
chess.
great, but I'll mess with your mind.
But D6, you know me a long time. I play game. What does my brothers do?
They play game. That's a fact.
Do you still play game to this day?
Yeah.
So that's my point. You gotta maintain
No, but my point
the
is
situation while they're still consuming what you are because they look up to you.
But you're helping my
gotta
point
lead-
though,
but,
Mudi.
but you're helping my point as well.
Mudi,
Lead by
you're
example.
helping me, baby. You're helping me. Yeah, because they're watching. They've seen me do this stuff, right? Play a game and you know, bro, that looks sick. I want to jump on it as well. What do they do? Go and buy their own console.
Oh, that's dope, you know.
They're gone and bought their own console because they want to play game as well. Now they could be even better than me. Do you see what I'm saying? They could be better than me. So yeah, going back to what you were saying, Mudi, like, yeah, that's what I was rapping about. When you turn on your TikTok, are we seeing the guy singing the dentist song? Is he singing that? No. I think the first thing we see is a back just twerking.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's keep it a stack.
Let's keep it real.
All right.
Seeing all of that.
How does this sit with you? Yeah, I'm not denying what you're saying. Yeah, because of like let's put out some more posts where people from our community are rapping about being a rocket scientist, but the fact that it's based on a platform that doesn't sell, shaking your ass sells,
That's a fact.
That's what I'm getting at when I say if it don't make money, it don't make sense. I'm not talking about big money. I'm talking about it economically making
Ain't
money.
that true? If you don't make money and it don't make sense. Is that
Seriously,
true?
it boils down
so.
to that.
I think it
Because
might-
I
don't
deep
make money and
everything.
it don't
I
make
deep
sense.
everything. And in everybody you can find contradictions. You can find like that don't make sense, or like, why are you doing that? That's wrong morally, X, Y, and Z. But then when you look at it from the lens of a business, you start to realize, oh snap, that's why it still exists. You understand? So all of what we're chatting about works on when it tying it back to being a leader or being someone that's mentoring others. It works on a micro level, But if you want it at scale, you need to make it make sense on the money level. Yeah? There's no such thing as charity. It just needs to make sense. We're all soldiers in this. Like, the whole community needs to be like militarized without guns, obviously, because I'm not into violence. But in terms of like, we're doing this for a purpose. There's a bigger picture. And you got to give space for the kids, obviously, to find their purpose and their identity within that. But they fit in. They find where they fit in. And then they take it to the next level, because we're going to die in it. Sorry to be so morbid. You can let them have it. It's my force. I mean, it's not. Nothing you can do about it.
Last points and community leaders before we move on.
No, let's go.
No, we moving on.
We'll come back.
Let's go.
We'll come back. All right. So right now we're gonna actually segue, and we're gonna speak about black men and black women and some of the struggles that we face in relationships versus the struggles that our parents actually faced. So we're gonna actually open up the question. So, just as I've mentioned, our parents had different struggles in comparison to the struggles that we might find ourselves in past relationships. I don't want you guys to speak about whether you're in a relationship now or not, but cast your mind back to when you was in a relationship and cast your mind back to what you saw from your parents or what was discussed. Why would you say there's a big difference now in comparison to our parents' time? What would you say some of the factors are?
I'm scared to answer this question because it could turn into
I'm just gonna
she.
My mum had me when she was young, so she had me when she was 19.
Right.
So my growing up has been a bit different. You know, you got to think about it. Could almost be a child bringing up a child. Yeah, we got to be real about that. Just because of the age, because of how you are now at this age. You are not the same person back then. So things that you would have thought would have gone, would have happened, whereas now you're like, that would never happen. Do you see what I'm saying? So I grew up in something like that, I would say. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I hear that.
But I had a cool life, you know. I had a lot of family around me.
I'm still living.
Yeah, so I had and as I was the eldest for 10 years. So seeing siblings later on, it was like, I'm not the only one now. There's others here now. I had a sister, then I had two brothers, which are twins as well. So,
but obviously in your mum's time, you know, the internet probably wasn't doing what it is now.
This wasn't here.
It probably didn't even exist.
Good time.
So
this wasn't here.
This is what I mean in relation to, we have social media now. You like a girl's picture, yo, that's a beef, yo. It could be an argument depending on what your situation is. I don't know, but what I'm saying is in our parents' time, they didn't have that. They didn't have this.
No, they did.
Did they have that? They had
did.
social media?
It was just in real. It was in real time.
It was in real time.
Social media,
You better break this. You better break this down to
social-
me.
I won't call it media, but real social interaction.
Oh, break this down. I want to hear
And
this.
they finessed the situation better.
Yeah,
because they didn't have the sneaky link, text, WhatsApp, whatever, you know.
So how did they do it? Was it sneaky
Everyone
letters?
like, yo, I'm
Sneaky letters.
No, you see them at the
going
bus
to
stop
work,
every
innit?
morning.
I'm going
Every
to-
morning. Every morning you see them at the bus stop.
I think they were
And
more adventurous.
you know what? I like that one. I come tomorrow the same time, she's there.
Oh, wow.
I come again the next day, she's there.
Wow.
And then you got to say something.
You know that track? You know that song, Me and Mrs. Jones?
Mrs.
Every time at the same cafe, 6:30, and no one knows she'll be there.
Bangers. R&B ain't dead.
Bruv,
Soul is not dead.
I was saying,
never.
They had a more clear game plan. You know what I'm saying? Shit was happening. What are you talking about? It was always happening. It always has
Yeah,
been
but
happening.
it wasn't in our faces. That's the difference.
Yeah, because they had decorum. They had a lot more decorum. Come on, religious.
If they had it back then, it would have happened the same way. What's happening now? If they just had the technology back then, it would have been the same.
Yeah, it would have been
That's
mad.
what society is showing us.
Wait, guys, tech is a catalyst. It's
Society
something
showing
that
us that.
has just like made the development or evolution of our society or human beings go through the roof. Before that, yeah, it was just a natural, gradual, escalation of things. But they maintained things. They were doing the same things as us.
It was happening. It was all happening.
I actually read an article recently which described women to be earning more than men in terms of salary. So I'm just thinking
Now,
I'm just saying in this current climate. So I'm just saying, does that play a factor? Because we know back in the day, it's not to say women didn't earn peas, but they definitely weren't earning as much as the guy. But right now, in this day and age, you can stat check that. Women are actually earning more apparently.
But
so does that affect the relationship dynamic or not at all?
Oh no, it definitely does.
Well, there's definitely more independent women now.
Okay.
It definitely does, because you have to understand that. Oh, this is how I've been told, and this is my latest thinking and things. So tell me if I'm wrong, whatever. Men have the key to a relationship, and women have the key to sex. Let's just be real, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You can't just go to a woman and be like, yo, I want to have sex. She's got to let you in.
That's a fact.
But then when it comes to a relationship, that's how we men come across and be like, we're stush, like, oh yeah, it's a situation, isn't it? Yeah. You know what? I need to take my time. Shout out.
I'll do what you do.
To my girl right now. We'll talk about that.
Shout out.
My point though is understand that men and women have different things why they want to be in a relationship. So when you mix in the money, that changes the dynamics, and definitely you're gonna have a different kind of relationship nowadays than before. Because another thing is, like, I think to myself, maybe it was technology that enabled this, but why didn't the revolution of like the Me Too and all of that and equal salary not come a lot earlier? Because it's been happening, according to what they say, for a long time. Sorry, according to what you guys say.
I'm not gonna touch on that.
I'm a guy. I'm sorry. I'm part of the problem. Anyway, but cut that out. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like it should have happened a long time. Not according to what they say. It actually has been happening. Men ain't shit. Anyway, sorry. I'm like, did I get? But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Why did it not happen a lot earlier? And that leads me to think, well, when I look at my mum, for example, and my grandma.
Total different lifestyle.
It leads me to think that they didn't value money as a measure of their success.
Happiness and family was more important.
Now, this is not me
that
giving
was
an
the
excuse
most important
for the behaviors of men. I think men we've been doing this thing for a long time. Yeah, I talked to my sister. She told me about it. That's why I'm telling you about it. I'm just focused on the women's side of things, and I think, like, if I were to say, looking at my mum and my grandma, they didn't see, money as a measure of how successful they were. And nowadays, the general tone is money is the universal measure of how successful any being is.
That's a fact.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that changes the dynamic completely. Like, we can get into the whole man v women and men ain't shit. Women,
yeah.
But honestly, like, we could do that for bads, but I'm not really interested in that. The point is that we're using the wrong metric, and I'd like to know what you guys think about that, or anyone thinks about that, really.
All right, break it down simpler for my tiny mind.
Because we're saying,
what's the actual question you're asking? Just in a simple sentence.
I don't know. I'm just trying to make a point and move on. You said that is there a difference between back then and nowadays?
Correct.
And all I'm saying simply is that the value has changed. The way we value things has changed. Both men and women. I need to think more about the men's side, to be honest with you. That's shameful of me. I think
so different value systems is what's causing basically a different outcome in what we could be seeing today based on value systems.
And maybe the men's side hasn't changed. We still use money as a measure, or abundance, or what we have.
So if men use money, what do women use? Money as well?
I think back in the day they didn't, and nowadays they're like, look, we want to be equal, so they're going to use the same thing that we use.
What did they use back in the day?
Back in the day,
What was their
it
bargaining
was
tool?
life. It was like how many kids you had, you know,
Okay.
or you know your social you know, I don't know, image in terms of like how respectful you are, you know, and how respected you are, you know, and your man obviously this is
Morals,
the thing that comes
morals
back.
stood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is when it
Very
comes back
highly.
to the whole
Very
playing
highly.
thing is that men,
Yeah.
you know,
Morals.
will hide their shit. They'll go to the lengths to hide their shit.
Of course.
They won't be so callous.
The
and be
junk
like,
is not
"Yo,"
seen. You don't see junk back then.
You understand?
Now everything's outside. Do you see what I'm
Back
saying?
then, being chased had value.
Yeah, and
Extreme
I
value.
think, look, this is me now big going into the
Well, it
word
still
of
has
theory,
value
right?
today.
I think that there was a lot of couples, and this is theory, yeah? I think there's a lot of couples where the woman, the wife, knew that the husband was cheating, yeah? But
They would still stay.
They had an understanding.
They would stay there.
Yeah, because remember,
would.
the man was like, your role is really just to make money.
Woo!
And the woman's role
Oh,
is
he's
like,
taking us there.
I've got to stop. I've got to
don't
stop.
embarrass me.
Fire.
I've got to
Don't
stop. I've got,
embarrass me.
wait.
No, back in the day, like from a black, I'm speaking from a black man's. I don't know about white men or any other man. I'm talking from a black man's perspective.
I'm speaking about the black woman.
I'm not telling what a black woman's role is. I just told you what her.
You not forgotten black
Yeah,
men
what's
don't
he gonna
cheat.
say?
Sorry, go,
Listen,
go.
black men don't cheat.
I just want to be clear. I'm not talking about black woman's role.
Relax.
Black men don't cheat.
Black women, we love you. Don't worry about it.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. Yeah.
Are you trying
We're
to
gonna
say?
stand by that.
Okay. Are you trying to say that back then the black women didn't have as much options?
It wasn't just that, because you don't see that you have no options unless you see, you know, unless you're aware of that. I think the focus back in the day of, like, my mom is from Nigeria, right? The focus is about family, period. You understand? So they don't see themselves limited because they're not earning the same amount of money. They see themselves limited if their husband is shaming them, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Callously just out there banging anything and doing strippiness. But as long as the husband respects that and she can live her life.
So basically, what you're saying. Wait. Hold on. Let me just break this down. So what you're saying is, back in the day, you could cheat on your wife. Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Wait. But if you're holding
That's
down, hold on. You can cheat on your wife, but if you're handling everything else, she's cool with that.
No.
She's like, brother, go true.
So look, you got to be specific about the about the levels that we're talking about. On a very general level, when you were to like say if you were to ask, 1,000 women in Africa, right? Yes, I'm being very specific. I'm not talking about UK. I don't know what's going on there.
You're gonna ask 1,000
I don't know what's going on
women
here.
in Africa.
1,000 people in Africa.
1,000 women.
Back in the day, yeah.
Right.
Back when our parents were young,
Right,
yeah.
He's sidestepping right now.
30s, yeah. No,
Right.
I'm being very specific.
Leave him.
Let
Let him go.
They would, I think, the general consensus, not all of them,
Go on.
but the general consensus, you know about statistics, right? You generalize shit, yeah? It will be, look, it's like my husband's like, they embarrassing me, yeah? I'll sort that out because they own their household. That is their value system. That is how they value.
Okay. So let's just run through this.
It's
Yeah.
not saying
Wait,
that
hold
they
on. Let's
give
just
their man a
let's just
free
run
pass.
through this. They find their man cheating. This is back in the day for context.
Yeah.
They find their man cheating and they go where?
They go where?
Because
They ain't going home.
they're not the breadwinner. The guy is.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, they didn't even have an option, even if they wanted to leave. Or would you say they did?
I think, yeah.
With what money?
They didn't have an option.
With what money?
Yeah, but
They didn't have an option.
these guys are
This is why girls are doing what they want now. And this is why, shout out to Sexy Red,
You're missing
what
my
I said
point.
in the beginning. See how we smacked back round? You see how we smacked back round?
Wasn't I back in Sexy Red? You guys were the one fucking judging her.
Nah, we smacked
I
back
just
round
said Sexy
now.
Red was dope.
We smacked the
Fuck off,
thing
man.
right back round.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
What's the reference?
man. We smacked it round, man. We smacked it round.
So that's what you've been scheming all this time.
Not even.
Eddie, wait, I was raised. Yeah. Raised well.
All right.
To Captain Morgan.
He wants to-
Where is it?
Look, I'm telling you, it's really important what I'm saying. It's a very, very subtle thing I'm saying that sounds fine if it sounds like I'm being I don't know, negative or trying to justify men cheating. I am not trying to justify.
No,
men
not
cheating.
even. But
I'm not trying to deny that women haven't had it hard.
there were just many caveats to the past and to now and the struggle.
I'm just trying to say that geologically, culturally, certain women had a different perspective on life. And yes, you could say, yes, they didn't have a choice, right? But to follow that life. But they didn't also see that as a problem.
It was okay.
You can't deny that.
That was the norm.
Yeah?
That was the norm.
It's not like guys were just free willy cheating. They would have to have their game on point.
Yeah.
Because they would get dealt with. There's families out there that will deal with the situation.
I disagree.
Yes,
I disagree.
I feel ashamed.
It depends. It depends on your level of power. If you were
not every
peed up,
man is powerful. Is my point.
but I'm just saying. I'm just.
Like if a woman wants to go with a
But
guy
okay,
that's
okay,
saying,
hold on,
hold on, hear me out. If a woman wants to go with a guy that is powerful, that has money, and it's like even a rapper like Drake, right? That's sleeping with everybody. Now your own head though. You want to complain about women's rights. You went with the wrong guy in the first place. What about women's sense? Abi? Do you understand? But if you go with someone that comes from a good family and whatever, yes, that's not guaranteed that that guy is not going to cheat. That's not guaranteed. But if he cheats, he will get dealt with.
Who by?
The family. Come on. Are you telling me that
Well,
we're all
well,
in on
well,
this?
well, back
we're all
in-
happy
back-
to,
back
to
in
let
the-
men cheat. Are you saying that?
No,
'Cause
no,
you're
no.
not
I'm
saying-
not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just.
There's
I'm just
pride.
trying to be honest because there's things that we see now.
There's
So
more- there's more-
we've just got to
there's
think
more-
about.
listen.
Come
I
on.
got
Let's keep it a
raised-
stack. How
Bro,
many
you know
times have
my
I seen
family,
Davido
yeah.
in Shadeborough? Let's just keep it a stack.
But
And
that's my point. Davido falls in that bucket, yeah.
Of what?
Of he can do whatever he wants to like. And if you as a woman want to get with a guy like that, that's your business.
It's your choice.
That's your bit. I don't hate on him. I don't hate on her. That's your.
Congratulations, because I heard they've got 2 lovely twins recently. So
Oh, yeah,
congratulations to that.
But you get what I'm saying.
Be proud
like-
of life always.
No, but you get what I'm saying. It's like there's no need to judge the situation. If you want to get with that, yeah? But if you want to try and set things up in a way where if something like that happens, you have a leg to stand on, then you do the due diligence. There are families out there that respect the code of you don't do that to your wife. That's what I'm saying.
There is. That
And there was
still
more of
exists.
that back in the day than there
that
is
still
now.
Exists, 100. That exists.
I think we're gonna have to agree to disagree. But morally, but in a moral sense, I agree with you. But I just have to be a bit more realistic, so I disagree here. But we're gonna agree to disagree.
I think when the culture is strong, yeah, there is a level of what's the word? Support for the woman.
I hate for money.
But
to
it has
be
been
a-
degraded a lot, completely maybe.
So on a lighter note, but still on subject with relationship, etc. We'll do some editing.
Cut that whole piece out.
Does anyone know their love language?
Do you? I think I know. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to go to the notes to remind himself of his love language.
Okay, cool.
Is this what you text the girls? Do you text them this?
No. I
my love
don't
language, babe.
text this.
Talk to me.
I don't really follow this stuff, but cool. We're gonna go with it. Quality time is mine. Physical touch, because I think they say that you got to pick 3, right? They say pick 3 normally when you do the test or whatever.
When I was in Hinge, yeah, there'd be girls saying everything, man.
Right, cool.
No long thing.
So quality time, physical touch, and recently, see, you know, as you grow old, you start figuring out more things about yourself. I figured out that I'm actually a man of acts of service.
Okay, so there's 5 love languages.
There's acts of service involved.
Acts of service is just a suggestion of something nice.
What do you like to do?
So
No. For me, it's just like
nice.
something so simple. It's like, all right, cool. You're on the way to my house. Yeah, you're on the way to my house. I don't mind the phone call. Trish, do you need anything? I might not need nothing, 0. Might need 0. But just the thought process of you suggesting, do you need anything?
Okay,
That throws me.
that's
That's like,
I feel that.
Yeah. I respect you.
I'm messing with that.
I'm messing with that 100%.
You
I
get
like
sense.
that.
You
No,
get
that's
sense.
important.
like
That's
that.
details.
Context.
I like that because it means that as you're with me or talking to me, I'm in your thoughts. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I'm the same way. So I'm that way inclined. So if I'm doing something, I don't mind suggesting that do you need,
Yeah.
do you need a bit of butter?
Butter, you
You
know.
run out of eggs?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you need some milk? Yeah. To help you in your daily lifestyle shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm there to help you with that. Because I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. I might need some of that milk in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't drink dairy though. I don't drink dairy.
Is it oat milk, almond? What are you saying when you're on the almond?
Mr. Oatly,
He's on the Oatly.
Oatly.
Is that a why? No, we ain't even gonna do that.
We ain't putting no
gonna do
wines in there, man.
that. So what about you? What's your love language?
Yeah, the physical.
Physical.
Is that one?
Yeah, it is
Yes.
physical touch.
Do you want me to tell you them?
There's
Yes,
5.
please, yeah.
All right, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts.
Are we just limited to that?
Well, that's the rules of the land. Like,
Oh, is it?
they made that up.
Some
Brother.
psychologist that got PhD and defined it for us. and create the
Someone
app
did
hinge.
that. Someone did that. Yeah.
Okay, if we're defined by that, then yeah, I'd say physical touch and quality time.
Physical touch. You like what? You like them rubbing your head and that?
I'm a freak.
You said, do you like them putting their hands through your beard? Is that what you're feeling?
Whatever, innit? I'm not going into detail.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable even asking you. But you mentioned something else other than physical touch. What did you say?
Quality time.
Quality time. Why quality time?
Because it gives me an opportunity to just see if you get sense. Do you have sense? Yeah. It's not about right or wrong. It's about do you think and can you demonstrate that? Oh, is this just let's be cool and flow with it and vibes? You know, my vibes is more on
So
What about you, D6?
Huh?
No, wait, hold on. So are you saying your quality time is about essentially discovering whether like she has sense? Or is it about her also discovering whether you have sense?
I think quality time is
it a
one
mutual
of the,
exchange or is it just
Yeah, it's both.
Is it an investigation?
Quality time
Sounds like
is making time to just focus on us. You know, right?
okay, that's
fair
good.
enough?
Yeah, that sounds better.
That's something we can
Sounds better.
summarize.
Hearing us.
So it's an exchange. Is understanding everything from our values. Like she might be, a feminist because I'm openly not a feminist. For example, I want quality time for us to understand that, to talk about it, to discuss, to get to know each other. Because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, these are all labels. I want to know your reasons why you are. You know? And let's see if we can integrate on that level. Because the next guy can come along and just be like, yeah, I'm a feminist, and then you guys can live happily ever after.
Same
Do you know
way.
what I'm saying? But if I connect to you on a deeper level, because I spend that quality time with you, then yeah, the next girl will come along, and I'll be like, yeah, whatever, innit? It's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I value quality time. I try to pour Captain Morgan and talk at the same time. Daniel, your timings are poor, man.
I know. I should have.
Sorry.
Should have got involved.
Got this earlier. Yeah, when you
We was all doing it.
the mixer gone.
Just wait till when I'm not answering.
I'm just That was
You
poor
saying
timing.
toilet break or what are you saying? Say we back. We back.
We back. Quick toilet break. Back like we never left. So the question that you asked me is, what's my love language? And I have 2. Probably.
I think you have to pick 3 though. I'm sure that's the rules.
Bro, the PhD guy said
There's
the one with
rules,
the pretty
man.
age.
There's rules to this. Pick 3.
No.
3. Well, physical touch is 100% one of them at the top, and
Likes his head being stroked.
look at this guy. And the second one is words of affirmation. But yeah, physical touch all day.
He likes being told. He likes being told, baby.
Physical.
Yes,
You know
baby.
what? I'm a big.
Plait my hair, baby.
I like you, baby.
Listen.
I like what you got on.
You wish a girl was plaiting your hair, innit? Look at this guy.
Dickhead.
Listen. For me, physical touch, I'm a mushy guy, man. I'm all with the holding hands. Why not?
No, I just think it's a
Why
bad thing.
not? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you know the vibes.
Are we missing one? Is that physical touch, affection? No, that's
No.
that's all of them, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
But
What was the second thing you said?
words of affirmation.
Like, I wouldn't have picked that because
You're not
I
me.
have to. No, I don't understand that yet. But I have to remind myself when someone pays me a compliment to be like, "Thank you, I appreciate that." Sometimes I'm just like, cool.
Okay, what do you mean?
Or
When you
maybe
say
I'm
thank you, you
weird,
don't feel
innit?
nothing after? You don't feel...
Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh yeah, you got a nice hat on." Do you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
the shittest at taking a compliment.
You know what I'm saying? I
I had to learn.
Play
I
tennis.
don't know
with
if you
it.
can learn, but yeah, I would say I had to learn. Because when someone said something nice, I'd just be like this.
It's weird, isn't it?
But inside you ain't feeling nothing? Because there's how you feel and then there's what you show.
I was more embarrassed. I was more embarrassed that you had said that. Because you've made me shine in the room just by you saying that. Oh, I love your trainers. Bro, where you get your trainers from?
Is that a bad thing though?
No, but you have to learn this.
Yeah.
So do you know what? A woman actually said to me, she goes to me, just say thank you.
Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Facts.
So
Just say
I
thank
rate
you.
what you're saying. Like, even though I'm taking a piss, like, oh, how many of that shit you got? But I'm just like, you actually, I appreciate that. I wish I was more like that naturally. So I have to think.
But some people love it and they soak it up.
And that's fine.
That's different personas though.
It's
But
fine.
they soak it up. It's fine. It's definitely fine.
I
but
look at it as a clear
just like,
exchange
whoa,
of
you know that.
energy. If someone paid you a compliment, take time to accept it. You know,
Yeah, you
'Cause
have to accept
They
it.
put in effort to.
You hear that, people? Yeah, accept.
They put in effort to speak up to you and tell
There
you
you
you look
go.
beautiful.
There you go.
You know.
Because that takes an effort.
Yeah.
That takes an effort.
And by the way, I was young. I was vulnerable. I'm good now.
He's been vulnerable from day.
Yeah, you gotta know yourself.
Back in the day,
so.
used to call him Van B.
Oh wow, he's got names. He's got names. So I did want to give a bit of a snippet about episode 2, because what we're gonna be speaking about is religion. And I know that's a heavy one.
It's trauma time.
And the topic is why I love God but hate religion. And
I like that.
You know, I think
Say that again. Say that again for them.
why I love God but hate religion.
Sick.
Yeah.